Hello, and welcome to Select 10. October 2025 is jam-packed with new tales and big debuts, leading to one of the most thrilling months for television this year. From tense thrillers and ambitious dramas to terrifying horror prequels, networks and streaming platforms are releasing new series that strive to draw in viewers from the very first minute. In this list, I've highlighted the absolute finest new TV series launching in October 2025, laying the groundwork for what may be the next great hits. Number 10. Murdaugh, Death in the Family. It is a 2025 limited true crime series based on the actual Murdaugh family scandal in South Carolina. Influenced by Mandy Matney's Murdaugh Murders podcast, the story begins with Maggie and Alex Murdaugh as an affluent legal household under pressure when their son Paul becomes involved in a fatal boat tragedy. As more information is revealed, the family's connections to other inexplicable murders, financial deception, and mysteries start to unfold. Written by Michael D. Fuller and Aaron Lee Carr, the show will debut on Hulu and Disney Plus in certain countries on October 15, 2025. Jason Clarke plays Alex, Patricia Arquette plays Maggie, Brittany Snow plays Mandy Matney, Johnny Berchtold plays Paul Murdaugh, and other actors play important supporting parts. Number 9. Mayor of Kingstown. Season 4 premieres October 26 on Paramount+, with Jeremy Renner reprising his role as Mike McCluskey. The show begins a new, tumultuous chapter in the power conflicts of Kingstown, Michigan. When the Russian mob's dominance diminishes and a gang war breaks out, Mike has to protect his area while fending off new dangers, including Nina Hobbs, a recently appointed warden who questions his authority. The season also brings in important new characters like Cindy Stevens and Frank Moses, while surviving cast members return as the series mixes its typical grit, corruption, and familial relationships with fresh stakes and changing loyalties. Number 8. The Chair Company. It is a 2025 comedy series that premieres on HBO Max on October 12, 2025. Developed by Tim Robinson and Zach Cannon, it will run for 8 episodes, with fresh ones released weekly until November 30th. The story revolves around William Ronald, whose life takes an odd turn following a humiliating event at work. From then on, he develops an obsession with looking into a broad conspiracy that might or might not be true, fusing discomfort, ridiculous amusement, and workplace satire. The ensemble features Lake Bell as Ron's wife Barb, Sophia Lillis as his daughter Natalie, Will Price as his son Seth, Joseph Tudisco, and Lou Diamond Phillips, who makes recurrent appearances. Number 7. Harlan Coben's Lazarus. It is a 2025 psychological thriller miniseries that was written by Danny Brocklehurst and Harlan Coben. It follows Joel Lazarus, a clinical psychologist who goes home following the mysterious death of his father, Dr. Jonathan Lazarus. Soon, he begins to notice bizarre phenomena that hint that there is much more to the passing of his dad and becomes involved in researching cold case homicides connected to his sister's unsolved murder 25 years ago. The show is not based on a popular Coben book, but is an original concept by him and Brocklehurst, leaving space for twists. Number 6. Talamasca, The Secret Order. The show premieres on AMC Plus on October 26, 2025, and extends Anne Rice's immortal universe with a 6-episode supernatural spy thriller centered on the Talamasca, a secret society responsible for monitoring, investigating, and restraining witches, vampires, and other magical creatures. The narrative centers on Guy Anatole, a law school graduate who gets enlisted in the Talamasca after learning that he has been under their supervision since he was a little boy. In line with Interview with the Vampire, the show strives for a more sinister, stranger tone, featuring Maisie Richardson Sellers, Celine Buckins, and guest appearances from Jason Schwartzman and others. Its merits are the action plus mystery hybrid structure, Rice's vast lore, and its willingness to explore the supernatural realm in intriguing ways. Number 5. Splinter Cell, Deathwatch. It is a thrilling adult animated spy thriller that will debut on Netflix on October 14, 2025. Based on the Splinter Cell video game series by Ubisoft, it centers on the renowned secret agent Sam Fisher, who is dragged back into the dark side when a young injured agent known as Zinnia McKenna requests his assistance. Together with tech expert Anna and others, Fisher must face the demons of his past while investigating treachery, intrigue, and evil forces connected to the Shetland family. Created by Derek Kolstad, the show focuses on suspense, violence, stealth, and intelligence, promising smooth action and a darker tone. Number 4. Down Cemetery Road. This 8-episode thriller is based on the Zoe Bohm books by Mick Herron. Emma Thompson stars as private detective Zoe Bohm, while Ruth Wilson plays Sarah Tucker, a rural neighbor whose routine gets disrupted when a house collapses in her tranquil Oxford community and a young girl gets lost in the chaos. Obsessively, Sarah asks Zoe for assistance, and the two of them discover a plot that seems to go much beyond the explosion, raising the risk as the people around them seem to be in danger in unexpected ways. The series offers a compelling mystery that strikes a balance between small-town panic and conspiracy thriller grandeur, and Harlan's trademark blend of dark humor and sharpness. Down Cemetery Road will make its debut on Apple TV Plus on October 29, 2025, with the first 2 episodes accessible upon launch, followed by weekly updates. Number 3. Monster: The Ed Gein Story. It is the 3rd edition of Ryan Murphy and Ian Brennan's Monster Anthology, with all 8 episodes set to premiere on Netflix on October 3rd. This season's focus is on Ed Gein, the grave robber and killer from Wisconsin in the 1950s, whose atrocities startled the nation and served as a catalyst for horror classics like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and others. The show explores Gein's twisted connection to his mother, his spiral into insanity, and the unsettling cultural fallout from his deeds, fusing psychological dread with true crime drama. Although its unapologetic tone may be unsettling to some, it is positioned as one of Netflix's spookiest original productions of 2025, providing an atmospheric, character-centered portrayal of a murderer whose tale keeps echoing in the realms of horror to this day. Number 2. The Last Frontier. It is an Apple TV Plus suspenseful thriller series set to premiere on October 10th. Created by John Bokenkamp and Richard Dovidio, the show centers on Frank Remnick, the U.S. Marshal in a remote area of Alaska, who finds himself at the epicenter of mayhem after a prison transport aircraft crashes close by, releasing vicious prisoners into the harsh environment. As Remnick struggles to preserve his territory and determine whether the collision was something more than an accident, the story focuses on survival suspense, conspiracies, and moral issues in the face of solitude. With a 10-episode storyline, a solid ensemble, and ambitious production goals, it looks to be one of the most intriguing thrillers of 2025. Number 1. It: Welcome to Derry. Set in 1962, this 2025 supernatural horror prequel series dives into the sinister origins of Derry, Maine, and examines how Pennywise's fear initially gained traction. The show centers on a family who relocate to the area shortly after a child disappears, setting off a sequence of unsettling incidents and exposing Derry's lengthy history of unspoken atrocities. In addition to Taylor Page, Giovanna Depo, Chris Chalk, and Stephen Ryder, among others, the ensemble cast features Bill Skarsgård reprising his role as Pennywise. Season 1 consists of 9 episodes, with the show's writers hoping to build on King's book's interlude chapters and follow a 3-season arc throughout several historical periods. The first season will debut on October 26, 2025. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.